In the morning when I rise, give me Jesus.
Hello again. So you don't have to worry about your behavior in terms of being right with God. Your behavior has nothing to do with you being justified before God, in terms of you being sanctified for God. Oh, when I have that kind of conversation, when I say it's just about believing on Jesus, it's not about what you do, it's not about your behavior, I get so much pushback because people say, Dave, you still have to be good. You can't just do anything you want to, except you can, because the issue is, what do you want to? See, I'm like Paul, and I think you are too. Go to Romans chapter 7. In Romans 7, Paul says this: if I do the very thing that I do not want to do, if I do the very thing that I do not want to do, then I agree with the law, confessing that the law is good. See, we don't throw the law away. We just don't try to obey the law to satisfy God. Because once we say yes to Him, we're a new creature. We're born again. We're born of the Spirit. God lives in us, and our want-tos necessarily change because we start becoming the very person that God intended us to be before the foundation of the world. I want to show you that in Scripture. In Genesis chapter 1, verses 26 and 27, they say this: Then God said, let us make man in our image, according to our likeness, and let them rule over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the sky, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. Are you listening? Verse 27. God did create man in His own image. In the image of God, He created him, male and female, He created them. See, God created us in His image. And then we learn in 1 John chapter 4 that God is love. God created us in His image of love. God is love. He created us to be love. And so when you look at the law is good. Because the law is all about you being who God created you to be. Oh, look at Matthew chapter 22. I want to start in verse 35. One of the Pharisees, a lawyer, asked Jesus a question, testing Him. Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law? And Jesus said to him, well, you know this verse, don't you? Almost everybody does. What's the greatest commandment? And you will quote immediately, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, and with all your soul. Well, first of all, his question was, what is the greatest commandment under the law? We're talking about law here, and Jesus is the end of the law. Don't forget that. But we still need to behave well, because that's being who God created us to be. Let me show you that. This is the greatest and foremost commandment. That's what Jesus said. And then He said, the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. Now, are you listening? On these two commandments depend the whole law and all the prophets. I have been all about, since before the foundation of the world, all of my commandments are all based on love. Loving me, loving others, because you were created to be love. You be who you are and quit worrying about your behavior, because if you be who you are, united to me, behavior's going to be okay. Can you see that in the Scriptures? Of course we want to behave well, because the real you wants to. That's how God created us. We're created in His image to be lovers. Behold that today. See yourself as the lover that God created. And we'll talk some more tomorrow. God bless you.
Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world. Give me Jesus.